we're getting better. Every day we're making progress. When I got the job, I wanted to try to bring as much talent into the program as possible, and we found a lot of that talent through transfers. When you bring a lot of new pieces in and try to get them fit together, it takes a while to get those guys to gel. We talk about that daily, about chemistry and playing through adversity. And with the guys that we have, doing it together, not become 5 individuals when things aren't going well on the court. But once we do that, we're going to be a pretty good team. We're going to win a lot of games.
We all have a sense of, the same purpose. A lot of us coming here and transferring here from another school. It's got to be a quick maturation, and it's going to be a year-long gelling process. And in between us growing from game to game, we still have to find a way to win games, and that's the toughest part, is that each game we're still growing, but we still have to find a way to get through some of the adversity.
The great thing about our team is I think we can see progression in every game, even if something simple as transition defense. For one game where we're just getting better. Before it's all said and done, I think we're going to make a lot of noise.
I played in a lot of teams over the course of my life. Played some great teams and played on some very poor teams. The great teams all have something in common. They all play together. Talent's great to have, but if you're not playing together and have that chemistry, you're not going to win.
Our goals are all still ahead of us. We want to be right at the top of the conference at the end of the year, hopefully compete for a conference championship, and then obviously have the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament.
Everybody's coming along. We're starting to find our places and positions on the team. Everybody's hungry, I want to say that. That's the word. I mean, we got a lot of guys that's working their butt off, and the coaches working their butt off too.
We really like to play fast. Try to play in a very exciting style of basketball. We shoot a lot of threes. I try to pump up my guys with as much confidence as possible, so they rise up there and knock down shots. I played for coaches that gave me a lot of confidence. I also played for coaches that kind of took that away. And the style that I liked as a shooter was to have the confidence of my coach.
He's a lot of fun to play for. He's definitely a player's coach. He's not necessarily a holler and a screamer, but at the same time he knows when something needs to be said and when guys need to be put in line.
He's not all about screaming and hollering and cussing at you. I don't think players respond to that very well. I think he understands that. He's just real supportive, and he always has our backs no matter what.
I try to get these guys, number one is playing hard. Going out there and giving tremendous effort every time you're on the floor, every second you're on the floor. 2, to go out there and play with a swagger and a confidence where you can go out and make those plays.
He just doesn't really squeeze you too hard, you know what I mean? He understands that you play enough basketball, you're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days, and he just kind of, sticks with you through thick and thin.
Communication is good with him because he used to be a player, and a lot of times you get guys who have never played before, and it's hard to, communicate the same way, but he does a good job, and it's easy to be able to have him as a coach.
And he's a great person. I mean, you can ask anybody in Ames about Coach Hoiberg, and they'll tell you the same thing, every single person. Everybody call him the mayor. Everybody know who the mayor is in real life, so he's the mayor for Ames, Iowa.
I'm from Ames, Iowa. I was a ball boy as a kid growing up. My dad was at the university as a professor. So for me, I'm home. It's a dream come true when I got this job. I played 10 years in the NBA. My career was cut short. I had open heart surgery in 2005. And then I started preparing for life after basketball. I was fortunate enough to work in the front office in the NBA for 4 years, and then I got this call, and I was ready for it. So yeah, the stars aligned for this opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it.
Everything that he's doing is definitely, near and dear to his heart, so that makes us want to play hard for him too and play hard for this city. We want to prove people wrong, and there's a lot of people that said that we would finish in the bottom of the Big 12, and we definitely want to prove them wrong on those statements, and we want to shoot to finish at the top of the Big 12 and win a Big 12 championship and kind of bring back some of the glory days here at Iowa State.
Big thing about playing at Iowa State is I know what these fans expect, and they're excited about getting Iowa State basketball back where we're competing for championships. We've got some good players in place. I've got a great recruiting class coming in, and we're very excited about the future.
Close out. 2 minutes.